Ethan liked exploring places where most people were too afraid to go. Abandoned houses, empty factories, forgotten tunnels, they all felt like puzzles waiting to be solved. One cold autumn afternoon, he found something even more interesting. At the edge of his town stood an old forest that nobody visited anymore. The trees there were tall and twisted, and the ground was covered with thick fog almost every morning. People said strange things happened there at night, but Ethan never believed those stories, until the day he found the door. He had been walking for almost an hour when he noticed something strange in the side of a small hill. At first he thought it was just a rock, but when he pushed away some branches, he froze. There was a wooden door, not part of a house, not attached to anything. Just a door built directly into the hill. It was old, dark, and covered in scratches. The metal handle looked rusted, but strangely clean, where someone had touched it many times before. "Okay, that's weird," Ethan whispered. He looked around. The forest was silent. No birds, no wind, just the quiet fog moving slowly between the trees. Part of him wanted to leave immediately. But the other part, the curious part, stepped closer. He grabbed the handle. The door creaked loudly as it opened. Behind it was a staircase going down into darkness. Ethan took out his phone and turned on the flashlight. The beam of light disappeared into the stairs like it was being swallowed. "Someone built this," he said to himself. "But why?" He stepped inside. The air immediately became colder. The door slowly closed behind him with a soft thud. The staircase seemed endless. Stone steps spiraled deeper underground. The walls were rough and wet, like part of an old cave. After about 50 steps, Ethan finally reached the bottom. There was a long corridor. The walls were covered with strange symbols carved into the stone. They looked ancient, like something from a forgotten language. Some of them almost looked like eyes watching him. Ethan felt a chill run down his spine. Then he heard something, a quiet sound. Tap, tap, tap. Footsteps. But they weren't his. He turned around quickly and pointed the flashlight down the corridor behind him. Nothing. The hallway was empty. "Hello?" he called. No answer. He started walking forward again, slower this time. His heart was beating faster. Then the footsteps returned. Tap, tap, tap. Exactly one step behind him. Ethan stopped. The sound stopped. He slowly turned around again. Nothing. His flashlight flickered. For a moment, the corridor went completely dark, and in that single second, Ethan felt something breathing right next to his ear. When the light came back, he was alone again. At the end of the corridor stood another door. This one was different. It was made of black metal and had a large symbol carved in the center, a circle with many lines spreading outward like cracks. Ethan's hands were shaking now. He knew he should leave, but curiosity pushed him forward again. He opened the second door. Inside was a massive underground room. The ceiling disappeared into darkness above him. The walls were filled with thousands of the same strange symbols. In the center of the room stood a tall stone pillar, and chained to the pillar was a mirror, a huge mirror covered in cracks. Ethan walked closer. His reflection stared back at him, but something was wrong. His reflection moved. Half a second later than he did. Ethan raised his hand. The reflection copied him, but slowly. Then the reflection smiled. Ethan did not. His stomach dropped. The reflection leaned closer to the glass from the inside. Its eyes looked darker, deeper, like something else was looking through them. Then the reflection whispered, but Ethan didn't hear the voice with his ears. He heard it inside his head. "You finally opened the door." The lights of his phone went out completely. The room fell into darkness, and somewhere in the darkness, something stepped out of the mirror. The creature moved slowly out of the mirror. Ethan could not see its full shape, only a tall shadow stretching across the floor. His heart pounded so loudly that he felt it in his chest and ears. Who are you?" Ethan whispered. The shadow tilted its head. Its glowing eyes reflected the weak light of Ethan's phone, which suddenly flickered back to life for a second. "You opened the door." The voice echoed again inside his mind. "So now you can see." Ethan stepped back, his shoes scraping against the cold stone floor. The chains around the mirror began to rattle, as if something invisible was pulling them. Then Ethan noticed something terrifying. In the cracked mirror, his reflection was gone. The glass showed only the dark room behind him, but the shadow on the floor looked exactly like him. Slowly, the shadow lifted its arm. Ethan did not move. The shadow smiled.